Hello, and welcome to Your Journey Yoga. I'm Cheryl. Thanks for joining me today. Just want to welcome you to your mat. And another day goes by that we're challenged in different ways, but honestly, every day we're challenged a little bit, right? So just different challenges can bring out different emotions and different feelings and that kind of thing. So whatever you're dealing with today, let that play out on your mat. Find strength, find a sense of peace. Um, really just connect with you. Okay, let go of the rest of the world just for a few moments, and be present here and here. And that's what's going to get us through. So, with that being said, if this is your first time doing yoga, welcome. Take it easy, take your time. If you need to stop, please feel free to. If a pose that we're doing doesn't feel great, that's fine. You don't have to do it. Take that opportunity to just kind of watch and listen. And then when you're ready to give it a shot, you'll be ready. So water, comfortable clothes, a mat if you've got one, but honestly you don't even need that. You just need some kind of a surface that's not going to be too slippery. If you've got a strap or a belt or a sock, anything that might be of assistance for you, if you have tighter shoulders, and an open mind. So with that, let's get going. A seated position that feels right to you. We're going to sit up nice and tall and give our shoulders a nice big roll up and back. Shoulders are going to slide down. Right. Let's turn the palms open to the sky. Drape the wrists over the knees. Bring your index finger to touch your palm. Just nice big deep breaths. And we're just going to take a moment or two to check in, to get rid of the wiggles, to just breathe. So often we forget to take time to just simply breathe. And that breath is so powerful, so cleansing, so rewarding. Now let's slow that breath down to a count of 4. Slow, steady inhales. In through the nose, let your belly be soft. Fully inflate those lungs. And then as you exhale, draw that belly button back towards your spine. Press that air out through the nose. Let's do 3 more just like that. Big, slow, deep breaths. Don't be afraid to let your breath be audible. And the sense of an ocean wave sound. Washing away tension, worry, any negative emotion you may be feeling. Let those exhales carry it away. Now with those eyes closed, walk your hands forward. And just release the weight of the upper body down. Now beginning of the class, you might find, wow, my back is really tight. Just let yourself melt. Don't force things to happen. Let gravity do its job. Now we're going to inhale. We're going to lift the left side of the torso just a little bit. It's a little rotation. Let your head be heavy, and then as you exhale, slowly release it back down. Not a big movement. Inhale, right side of the ribcage, little rotation, head still heavy. Exhale, release it down. Again, inhale, lift the left side. And release. Inhale, right side. And release. Inhale, lift you slightly and walk your hands out to the right. Reach to your left fingertips as far as you can reach and relax the weight of your head. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands back to center. Reach out as far as you can reach and relax the weight of the upper body down. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands to the left. Reach to your right fingertips. Relax the weight of your head. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands back through to center. Reach it out as far as you can reach. Circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle of those arms overhead as you reach high. Exhale, open those arms out to a T. Flex your wrists, hollow the tummy and chest. Press your palms forward, spine back, chin down. Inhale it open and reach. Release that right hand to the floor, left arm up. and over. Inhale, reach to the sky, both arms come up. Exhale, other side, take it up and over. Inhale, reach, both arms come up. Exhale, open the arms out to a T, flex your wrists, hollow the tummy and chest, press your palms forward, spine back, chin down. Inhale, open and reach. Exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward, reach it out. Little tap of the fingertips. Inhale, reach it out, core strong, hinge it all the way back up. Releasing that right hand to the floor, left forearm crosses the crown of the head, gently pull your head to the left. And relax the weight of your head, the weight of your hand. Now press that right palm towards the floor. We're just working to let go of the kinks, guys, to get the body moving, to find that breath. Inhale, extend left arm, switch sides, right arm up, left arm down across the front of the head, and gently pull to the right. A little press of that left palm towards the floor. Big, slow, deep breath. Inhale, extend right arm, lift the left. Exhale, open those arms out to a T, flex the wrists, hollow the tummy and chest, press your palms forward, spine back. Inhale, reach and lift. And as you exhale, let's flow forward and come up on top all fours. So come into tabletop. Hands are shoulder width apart, knees are hip width, core is nice and strong. We're going to take a big breath in and extend, right arm and left leg. Square your hips, lengthen and reach to your fingertips and through your toes. Now lift out of that left shoulder. Find your breath. Feel the strength in the belly, the length in the limbs. Find your breath. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, draw the elbow and knee in towards one another. Hollow your tummy and chest. Inhale, extend it out. Exhale, draw it in, hollowing the tummy and chest. Inhale, reach it out. Moving spinal balance, just moving at the pace of your breath. Staying strong through the limbs, strong through the core. Last one, full extension. And release it down. Center your weight. Other side, take a big breath in, and as you exhale, extend it out. Square the hips, lengthen and reach to the fingertips and through the toes. Core is strong. Lift out of that right shoulder. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, draw the elbow and knee in. Reach it out. Draw it in, moving with your breath. Lifting out of that right shoulder, keeping those hips side by side, and just moving the arm and leg in and out, hollowing the torso. Strong through the belly, draw that belly button in and up, last one. Reach it out, release it down, and sit it back to child's pose. Nice big breaths here. Just notice how your body responds in child's pose. What a great place. We're going to inhale and lift just slightly. Walk your hands to the left and reach to your right fingertips as far as you can reach, pressing your right hips, or your hips to the right, and relax the weight of the head. Inhale, lift just slightly. Walk your hands back through center. And now over to the left. Reach to your left fingertips. Press your hips to the left. And relax the weight of the upper body down. Just breathe, slow and steady. Inhale, lift, come back to center. Sit it back to child's pose. Now come back here anytime you like. Like I said, wonderful place. As you're ready, walk your hands back up to tabletop. We tuck our toes, we lift our knees just an inch off the mat. Now we're really going to press through those toes, getting a really nice stretch in the feet, in the toes, in the calves, and those Achilles tendons. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, core strong, extend those legs. Shift your weight back towards your heels. Now our head is heavy. Now it's a little bit of a shorter stance than our normal down dog. If you've never been to a down dog before, this is a shorter variation. We're going to inhale back to that hovering tabletop, knees just an inch off the mat. Exhale, press and extend. Shift that weight back towards your heels.
Let those heels sink just as much as they're ready to do. Inhale back to that hovering tabletop. Breathe, core strong, just gazing out towards the top, kind of between your fingertips. As you exhale, extend the legs. Shift your weight back towards your heels. Taking a gaze between your hands, walk your feet in to forward fold. Relaxing the weight of the upper body down. Arms are heavy, head is heavy. You can bend those elbows if those hands touch the mat. Just let the arms be long and heavy. Now soften your face and close your eyes. Let's bend the knees as much as you need to. Let the tummy and chest come to rest on the thighs. Now this is where if you have tighter shoulders, you're going to grab a strap or a towel. And we're going to bring the arms around behind your back. Interlacing your fingers or taking a hold of either end of that towel. And just let your hands relax on the small of the back. Now just notice what you're feeling. Where are you feeling it? If you're like, this isn't too bad, we're going to roll those shoulders up and back and lift the hands towards the sky. Now if you have tight shoulders, yeah, please, please, please use that assistance, that towel, that strap. If you're able to get your fingers interlaced, awesome. Let those arms be heavy. If you're feeling like, wow, that's not too hard, bring the palms to touch. Extend your index finger. Keeping those palms together is going to give you a deeper stretch. Now we're going to check in. How are things? If you like, begin to straighten your legs a little bit, or a lot. The more you straighten your legs, the more that's going to influence a whole lot of different things. So 1, that shoulder and chest stretch. 2, that hamstring and calf stretch. 3, glutes and lower back. So be kind. Slowly bring your hands to the small of the back. Gently release the arms, set that strap or towel aside, and let's slowly roll it up. 1 vertebra at a time. Till you come to a nice tall standing position with those shoulders rolling up and back. Shoulders slide down and away. Do that shoulder roll one more time. Make it as big as you can. Up and back. Shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, open the arms out to a T. Flex your wrists, hollow the tummy and chest. Press your palms forward, spine back, chin down. Inhale it, open. And reach at a cactus arm. Spread your fingers wide, squeeze those elbows, arch your back, gaze to the sky. Inhale, reach to the sky. One more time, open the arms out to a T. Flex the wrists, hollow the tummy and chest. Press your palms forward, spine back. Inhale it, open. And reach cactus arms. Spread your fingers, turn your palms towards the front. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Inhale, reach to the sky. Pull the hands to heart center. Round. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhaling up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Walk, step, or hop to high plank. Releasing that left knee to the mat if you like, otherwise legs stay long. We're going to rotate and extend right arm to the sky. So if that knee is down, that top leg is long, you can have as much bend in that knee as you need to. So a very modified side plank, a modified side plank. Modifications for the legs. The legs are long, feet can be staggered, or you can stack them. Now we're going to lift those hips and we're going to reach. And if it feels right to your neck, you're going to look up and find the base of your thumb. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, rotate that right palm towards the front of the room, reach it up and over. Arm right along the side of your face, lifting out of that left shoulder. If you like, lift that top leg. Now reach that right arm back to the sky, bend that right knee and place the sole of the foot along the inside of your left leg. Anywhere you like, kind of like you've come to a tree pose, inside plank. Breathe. Let's extend that right leg once again, flex your foot. Slowly release yourself back to plank. Lift your hips to down dog. And gently alternate bending knees, walk it out. Nice big deep breaths. As you exhale, let both heels sink. We inhale it to high plank. Releasing that right knee to the mat if you like, otherwise legs stay long. We rotate and extend left arm to the sky. Reaching up just as high as you can reach. Again, modifying with that knee. Knee can be in as tight as you need it to be. Really helping with that support if you're taking care of your shoulders. Breathe. Modified. Knee comes down a little bit more. We're more at an angle. Legs long. We can stagger those feet or stack them. Now let's lift those hips. Turn our gaze to the sky. Reach out of those left fingertips. Rotating that left palm towards the front of the room. Reach it up and over. Arm right along the side of the face. Breathe. Inhale, lift that left arm back to the sky. Lift that left leg. Flex your foot. Bending that left knee, placing the sole of the foot along the inside of that right leg. Kind of like you're coming to tree pose. Find your breath. Once again, extend that left leg. Release it down. And slowly release back to plank. Lift your hips to down dog. And gently alternate bending knees. Walk it out. Find your breath. We inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest and shoulders towards your thighs. Reach your sit bones high. And as you exhale, let your heels sink. Let's shift our weight to our left foot. Right toes to the sky. Just hold. Lift that right leg. Allow that left heel to sink. Now slowly close those hips, drawing that right hip back towards the floor. Add a flex of your foot. Notice how that intensity changes. Now slowly roll it open and point those toes. And as you exhale, sweep that right foot through. Back knee down if you like, otherwise knee stays off. We lift the arms, coming up to a crescent lunge. Shoulders soft, away from the ears, core strong. So we're going to incorporate a little bit of strength here, a little bit of balance, a little bit of grace. Core is strong. As you circle your arms forward, we're going to push forward and lift that back knee. Now circle those arms around behind. As the arms come to the sky, step it back to that crescent lunge. We're going to do that same thing again. As those hands reach forward, pulling that knee up. As the arms circle around behind, as the hands lift towards the sky, step it back to low lunge. Let's do that one more time. Arms come forward, lift that back knee. Big circle of the arms around behind. As the hands come up tall, back to crescent lunge. Nice work. Now circle the arms to the back. All the way around behind. All the way up tall. Pull the hands to heart center. Turn towards that right leg. Left elbow to the right knee. Press against your knee and work to bring your hands towards heart center. Let's take that gaze up over that right elbow. Find your breath. Slow it down. Maybe smile if you can. We bring those hands back to heart center once again. Extend the arms to the sky. We've got 3 more of those knees. Bring the arms forward, lift it up. A little more challenging. Big circle of the arms overhead. Step it back to your low lunge. Arms come forward, knee lifts, stand tall. Balance. As the arms come overhead, step it back. We've got 1 more. Circle the arms forward, pull it up. Big circle of the arms around behind. And step it back to your crescent lunge. Big circle of the arms to the back. Release your hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend right leg to the sky. Lift it up. Go ahead and open up those hips. Point your toes. Now let's slowly close that hip. Drawing that right hip towards the floor. Add a flex of your foot. Now slowly release it down to down dog. Inhaling to high plank. Toes or knees, 1 push up. Again. And once more. Lift your hips to down dog. Swing those hips side to side. Just a nice stretch. All the way through the lower back, down the sides of the legs. Coming back to center. Let's shift our weight to our right foot. Left toes to the sky. Go ahead and open up those hips. Point those left toes. Core strong. Now slowly, slowly start to level out those hips. Bring those hips side by side. And add a flex of that left foot. Notice the intensity shift behind that right leg. Really working to square those hips. Now slowly roll it open. Point those toes. Lift that left leg as high as you can get it. And as you exhale, sweep your left foot through. Back knee down if you like. Arms come overhead. Shoulders soft. So in our crescent lunge, this is a big, fiery pose. Really working those legs. Core is strong. Now this time we're going to shift our arms. So rather than pulling forward, we're going to kind of counteract our balance here. So it might be a little more challenging. If so, keep that front circle with the arms. As the arms circle to the back, pull yourself up. Big arms circle back up to the sky. As the hands reach towards the sky, step it back to your crescent lunge. Again, big circle of the arms to the back. Lift those hands high as the knee is lifted. Core is strong. Big circle of those arms to the back when we do this again. Big circle. Pull it up. Lift the arms overhead. With the arms overhead, big step back to crescent lunge. Now circle those arms forward, around behind, all the way up tall. Pull the hands to heart center, turn towards that left leg. Right elbow to the left knee. Press against the knee and work to bring your hands towards heart center. Find your breath. Gaze up over that left elbow. Slow it down. We face forward once again. Extend the arms overhead. You got 3 more of those leg lifts in ya. Big circle of the arms to the back. Circle the arms overhead. Giant step back. Control. Big circle of the arms to the back as you press up. Breathe. Again, step it back. Last one, guys. Strong. Circle the arms to the back as you lift that knee. Arms circled overhead. Giant step back, control. Big circle of those arms forward, around behind, all the way up tall and flow forward. Hands on either side of your foot, lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend left leg to the sky, point your toes. Now slowly, slowly, drawing that left hip down, squaring those hips. Add a flex of that left foot. And gently release it down to down dog. Inhale it to high plank. Toes or knees, push up. 2 more if you've got them. Slow and steady. Find your breath. Last one. And back to down dog. Breathe. Take deep breaths. Adding a little tip of the pelvis if that feels right to reach those sit bones a little bit higher. Feel that length from the fingertips all the way up the spine, down the backs of the legs. And then your exhale, take the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse one dive up. And as you exhale, pull the hands to heart center, shift your weight back to your heels and bring your toes towards one another. Breathe. Inhale, reach to the sky. Circle the arms to the back. As your hands pass by your hips, sit to chair. So as we sit to chair, side view, chest is going to remain lifted. So we have this tendency to kind of lean forward in chair. We want to stay up nice and tall. Now if you are taking special care of your knees, take care of your knees. Hands remain at heart center. We want to shift the weight into the heels so that we can lift those toes, and I want you to wiggle them. Can you actually wiggle all 10 toes? Breathe.
Find your breath. Now we're going to work to keep those hips square, facing the front of the room. Inhale, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, turn. Doesn't matter which direction. Don't let those hips turn though. Just through the torso, the rib cage. Inhale, reach to the sky, and sit it back to chair. Moving with your breath. Inhale, reach. Keep those hips square, open. Inhale, reach. Sit to chair. One more time each side. Inhale, reach. Rotate open. Don't let those hips shift. Inhale, reach. Sit it back to chair. Inhale, reach. Exhale it open. Don't let those hips turn. Inhale, reach. And come back to chair. Weights in those heels. Toes are lifted. Chest is tall. Find your breath. Now this might be as deep as you go. That is perfectly fine. Find a focal point out in front of you and start to shift your weight forward, lifting your heels as high as you can get them. Now we can stay right here or begin to sink. Now we can come as low as you like. For some, you might find this place where you can actually come all the way down, and it's kind of a relaxing, restful place. I wouldn't say relaxing, but restful a little bit. So we're gonna fire this up. So no longer restful, core is strong, slow as you can go, rise. Take your time. Every muscle in your being working. I want you to extend as high as you can. Watch me, I'm gonna leave the whole camera. Extend the arms to the sky, reach it up. Make yourself as big and tall as you possibly can. Now slowly pull the hands back to heart center. And slowly start to sink once again. Here I am. Back to balanced chair. And slowly release the heels. Weight shifts back into those heels. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, arms come down by your sides. We step to the top of the mat to mountain. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, up to monkey half lift. Exhale, down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Crocodile down, elbows right by the ribs. Press it through, up dog. Optional push-up if you like. To down dog. Heels sink, head heavy. Add that little tip of the pelvis if that feels right to you. Breathe, close your eyes. We shift our weight to our left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right foot through. Back heel to the floor, stand tall to warrior one. Hips, chest, and shoulders square to the front. Shoulders soft, away from the ears. Back heel presses into the mat. Feel that back leg long and strong. Circle your arms around behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Again, here, if you need the strap or the towel, feel free to grab it. We roll those shoulders back. Core is strong. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, arch it back. Gaze to the sky. Keeping those hips square. That left hip's going to want to pull back. Don't let it. Reach those index fingers towards that back heel. Slowly we rise and begin to hinge forward. Allowing the tummy and chest to come right along the inside of that right leg. Taking your gaze towards your back big toe. Hands can remain resting on the small of the back, or if you like, lift those arms high as you can get them. Humble warrior. Find your breath. Let gravity do the job it needs to do. You just do your best to let go of resistance. Slowly bring the hands to the small of the back. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Slowly we rise. And once again, as you exhale, gaze to the sky. Reach those index fingers back. And inhale it up tall. Circle the arms overhead. Exhale, flow forward, hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend right leg to the sky. Go ahead and lift that right leg just as high as you can get it.
Add a flex to that right foot, a bend to the right knee, and draw your heel toward your bottom. Feels right to you, come down onto your left forearm. Now give a little push with that right hand. Guide your weight back towards that left heel. Feels right to you, start to take your gaze forward, closing the gap between the back of the head and the sole of your foot. Slowly release the weight of the head, extending that right leg to the sky, and slowly release it down, coming back to your downward facing dog. Holding down dog, or inhale it to high plank. Toes or knees, one push up. One super slow push up. Take your time. You can be on the toes or the knees. Just go super slow, doesn't matter how deep you go. And super slow rise. Lift your hips to down dog. And gently alternate bending knees. Walk it out. Just gently releasing any tension, any tightness. Just letting the body flow. We inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest and shoulders towards your thighs. Reach your sit bones high. And as you exhale, let your heels sink. We shift our weight to our right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot through. Back heel to the floor, stand tall. To warrior one. Square the hips to the front. Core is strong, pressing through that back heel. Feel that back connection with that back foot. Shoulders soft. Breathe. We are strong and solid warriors. Circling the arms around behind your back. Interlace your fingers. All but the index finger and thumb. Again, grabbing that strap or towel if you need it. Core is strong. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, arch it back. Gaze to the sky. Reach with those index fingers. Breathe. And inhale it back up. Core is strong. Slowly begin to hinge yourself forward. Allowing the tummy and chest to come right along the inside of that left leg. Taking your gaze towards your back big toe. Now the hands can stay resting where they are. Or roll those shoulders up and back. Lift your hands towards the sky. So balance, flexibility, strength, all rolled up into our humble warrior. What do you notice the most? What's the most challenging? What feels the best? Slowly bring the hands to the small of the back. Lengthen through the crown of the head, core strongly rise. And as you exhale, arch it back. Square those hips. Breathe. And inhale it up nice and tall. Circle the arms overhead. Flow forward, hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend left leg to the sky. Add a flex to that left foot. Bend that left knee, draw your heel towards your bottom. Find your breath. If it feels right to you, come down onto your right forearm. Now give a little push with that left hand. Guide your weight back towards that right heel. Deepening that stretch all the way down the back of that right leg. Now slowly take your gaze forward. Closing that gap between the back of the head and the sole of your foot. Slowly release the weight of the head. Extending that left leg to the sky. And release it down. Coming back to down dog. We inhale up to the balls of the feet. Spinning your heels out, turning your toes in and letting your heels sink. Little pigeon toed stance with your feet. Nice big deep breaths. Inhale back up to the balls of the feet. Spin those heels towards one another and let them sink. Let's inhale it to high plank. Holding plank, little strength challenge. Shoulders right over those fingertips. If you want to bring those knees down, that is perfectly fine. Core is strong. So with those knees down, I'm just going to show you the variation. We're going to pull that right knee in towards the right elbow and bring it back. Left knee, left elbow, and bring it back. Toes or knees are off. We bring that right knee in and back. Left knee in
and back. Now let's challenge it a little bit more. Add a flex of your foot and back. Flex of your foot and back. One more time each side. Knee to elbow and back. Knee to elbow and back. Lift your hips to down dog. We shift our weight to our left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right knee through, foot to the inside. We come to pigeon pose. So if you are taking special care of your knees today, we're going to come over onto our hip and pull that left leg in, more of like a letter Z. So that left leg is extended straight behind us. Again, if you are in that letter Z, you're going to be taking care of that hip, the knee, so do so. Otherwise, knee feels good, hips are happy and healthy. We're in our pigeon pose, not listing over onto the side. Shoulders soft and away from the ears. Extending one arm to the sky, you don't have to. If that makes you tense up and squeeze through those hips, you're better off to keep that hand down. Both arms up if you like. Shoulders soft. Again, if that makes you tense up and you feel like you've lifted, you're better to have one or both hands back down. Find your breath. Now let's release that right hand to the outside of the knee. Left arm's going to circle around behind you and we're going to pull that back foot in. Another great opportunity to use that strap or that towel. I'm going to turn sideways for you. So we've taken a hold of that back foot. I'm going to pull that heel in towards your bottom. As much or as little as you like. Find your breath. Quiet it down. Now, if you can take a hold along the arch of your foot or the inside of your foot, you get this great benefit of this great chest and shoulder stretch at the same time. Now, slowly release your hand, release that foot, circle the arm up and over, and walk your hands forward. Either fully extending those arms or stacking your hands for the forehead to rest against. As you take a big breath in, squeeze every muscle in that lower body. Feel yourself lift up just a little bit. And then exhale. Let it go. Find your breath. Now, if you like, if you're here and you're like, wow, I could use a little deeper stretch, you're in luck. We're going to lift just slightly. And we're going to rotate to place that left elbow and left shoulder to the floor. Stacking the palms of the hands, right elbow points towards the sky. Now if you come here and you're like, well, that wasn't a very good idea, just come back to sleeping pigeon. You're going to press that left elbow into the mat as you turn your gaze to the sky. So this should give you a lot deeper stretch in that hip. We want to make sure that we're still breathing slow and steady. Now slowly unwind, coming out of that rotation, and relax the weight of the upper body down. I have lovingly named this pose, that rotation, roadkill. Those of you guys who know me know that. It's pretty funny. And slowly walk your hands back up. One hand on either side of your knee. Tuck your back toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg to the sky. Go ahead and point and flex your foot. Roll your ankle. Give your leg a little shake. And then gently release it down to down dog. If you like, hold your down dog. Great opportunity to grab a drink of water. Or inhale it to high plank. Super slow. Melt. Crocodile. Working against gravity in both directions. Slow and steady. Big slow. Back up. Take your time. And lift your hips to down dog. Shifting your weight to your right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left knee through, foot to the inside. Pigeon pose on the left side. So again, if you are taking care of your knee, come over onto that left hip, pull that back leg in, find that letter Z. Okay, so we're taking the pressure off of the knee. Most important thing, we don't want pain in the knee. If everything's cool, happy and healthy, We are in our pigeon pose, not listing over onto our side, but using gravity and the weight of our body to sink. So some of us might be up. Perfect. We just want to be able to surrender in, okay? So hands are down by your sides. Feels right to you? Extend an arm. Either one, but if that makes you tense up, better to have it down. Breathe. Always checking in with that lower back too. If you like, both arms up. Did that make you tense up? Or can you relax that hip? It's about relaxing that left hip. Letting go through the glutes, the hip flexors. Is the knee happy? Make it happy. Releasing that left hand to the outside of the knee. Right arm circles around behind. Draw your foot in. Can you find your foot? Take a hold of it if you can find it. Breathe. Now again, we've taken a hold along the inside or the arch of your foot. If that's it, if you're able to do that. And we're going to pull the heel in towards your bottom. Breathe. So if you've been able to take a hold along the inside or the arch of your foot, can you feel that stretch to the front of your shoulder? Actively activating the shoulder and the biceps as we use the strength of the arms to pull the knee or the foot in. Now slowly releasing the foot, big circle of the arm back up and over. Go ahead and walk your hands forward, either fully extending those arms or stacking the hands, and just relax the weight of the upper body down. Take a big breath in and squeeze. Every muscle in that lower body, feel yourself lift up just a little bit. And then exhale, sink. Find your breath. Now again, if you're hankering for that deeper stretch, we've got it. If you like, lift just slightly. Turn, place that right elbow, right shoulder to the mat. Stack the palms of the hands. Left elbow points to the sky. Now press that right elbow into the mat as you turn your gaze to the sky. And breathe. Find your breath. As you exhale, slowly release that rotation back to sleeping pigeon. And slowly walk those hands back up. One hand on either side of your knee. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend left leg to the sky. Point and flex your foot. Roll your ankle. Give your leg a little shake. And gently release it down to down dog. We inhale it to high plank. Last challenge here, opening up those feet just a little bit wider than the width of your mat. Opening up those hands a little bit wider than the width of your mat. Fingertips pointing to the front of the room. We bend the elbows and sink, coming down to a star and hold. Shaky's good, guys. And rise. Pull the hands back in. Pull the feet back in. Lift the hips. To down dog. And inhale it to high plank. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And sit it back to child's pose. Breathe. Now let's walk our hands back up. I'm ready to come over onto the right hip, feet off to the side. Taking the left hand to the outside of your ankle. Inhale, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, lean over your feet. Reach with those right fingertips. Inhale it back up. Release your hands. Take it up and over. Reach, 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 reach. Inhale, reach it up. One more time each way. Up and over. Inhale, reach. Other arm up and over. And inhale it back up. Now, if you are able to do this without your hands, use without your hands. Otherwise, use that hand for support. We're going to take those hips up and down. Yeah. Taking that right hand to the outside of the ankle. Inhale, reach. And as you exhale, lean over those feet. Inhale it up tall. Take it up and over, other side. Long stretch through the ribs, through the waist. Inhale it back up. Take it up and over, other side. One more time, back, up and over. Inhale, reach, and release. Come on over onto that left hip and extend those legs out nice and long. So just center yourself on your mat, legs out wide, feet flexed. Inhale, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, open your arms out to a T. Keeping that length in the spine really important, so we want to keep space between each of the vertebrae before we twist. Take a big breath in, lengthen, and as you exhale, rotate. Doesn't matter which way you rotate, as far as you can. Keeping that length in the spine, come back to center. Other side, rotate. Inhale back to center one more time, each direction, keeping those feet flexed, keeping the length in the spine. Back to center. Other side. And back to center. Placing that right hand to the floor, left arm up and over. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Getting that really nice stretch to the QL region through that lower back. As you exhale, rotate towards the leg, reach out with those left fingertips, relax your hand to the mat. Nose towards your knee. Now slowly rotate tummy and chest back open, reaching out and press it back up. Left hand comes down, right arm up and over, lengthening and reaching. Close your eyes, find your breath, and as you exhale, slowly turn your tummy and chest towards that left leg. Reach out through the fingertips on that right hand. Relax the weight of your head. Slowly rotate it back open, lengthen and reach through those fingertips, and rise. Release your hands, sweep your feet around, coming out to a forward fold. Inhale, reach. Open the arms out to a T. Flex your wrists, hollow your tummy and chest, press your palms forward, spine back, chin down. Inhale it open and reach. Hinge it forward, forward fold. Release your hands, relax the weight of your head. Inhale, reaching out, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, open the arms out to a T. Flex the wrists, hollow your tummy and chest, press your palms forward, spine back, chin down. Inhale it open and reach. One more forward fold. Let's hold it this time. Release your hands and relax the weight of your head. With that head heavy, a little tuck of the chin towards the chest. So tight hamstrings, guys, always equals a tight lower back. So we want to give ourselves opportunity to lengthen those hamstrings whenever possible. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Soften your feet, close your eyes, slowly roll it back, keeping the core strong. Extend the arms down by your sides. We're going to draw one knee in towards your chest and then the other. Extend the legs out nice and long. Flex your feet. Now let's reach up with those fingertips. Now you can stay right here, keeping that upper body on the mat, or you can lift the shoulder blades off the mat. Core is strong. Now we can do this one leg at a time, both legs. You can go as low as you like, or keep it up in the upper range. As you inhale, slowly lower those legs, open the arms out to a hollow. Now slowly lift the arms, lift the legs. Do your best to keep the shoulder blades off the mat. Again, open. Keeping that belly button drawn in. And lift. Reaching the fingertips towards the toes. 3 more. Slow, open. Only as big as you like. Keeping that lower back on the mat. If you're feeling pressure in that lower back, bend the knees, or don't go quite so low. Just slow and controlled with that one more. Open, open, open. Hold that open. Point your toes. And lift. Bring the hands behind the legs, lower the upper body, and pull those legs in. Now with those toes pointed, it's going to feel a little different. So get to that lowest point, and maybe wrap the forearms behind the calves. Now flex your feet and see what that does. It should intensify the stretch. Using the strength of the arms, pull those legs in. Little pressure point massage for that middle back. Length for those hamstrings, calves. Release to the lower back. Releasing the intensity with those arms. Slowly pull the knees in towards the chest. Hands to the shins just below your knees, rock side to side. We come back to center. Keeping that right knee tucked in, extend your left leg out and down. Right arm out to a T, left hand to the outside of the right knee, and gently pull your leg across your body. Keeping both shoulders on the floor. Turn your gaze out over that right arm. And just close your eyes. Relax your jaw. Bringing out tension and tightness. Great pose if ever you're feeling kind of overwhelmed, any kind of negative energy. Come here, and this twist actually just helps get rid, brings it all out. Coming back to center, extend the right leg to the sky, point your toes, lengthen your leg, the legs turn a rotation to the hip, reach out through the toes and slowly, slowly lower your leg down. And allow it to come to rest. Left knee comes in, left arm extends out to a T, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and gently pull your leg across your body. Keeping both shoulders on the floor. Turn your gaze out over that left arm. Close your eyes. Just give yourself a second. Releasing that right hand, slowly roll it back to center. Extend left leg to the sky. Point your toes, lengthen your leg, the left turn rotation through the hip. Reach out through the toes and slowly lower your leg. And allow it to come to rest. Bring the hands to the tummy. Close your eyes. Just give yourself a second. Slow, steady breaths. Mind quiet. A few moments to just be. Now we pull those knees in towards the chest, hands behind the thighs. Rock yourself up. Coming to easy pose. Sitting cross-legged, or if that's not great for you, someplace that feels good to you. Sit up nice and tall. Let's turn the palms to face the sky, drip the wrists over the knees, bring your index finger to touch your thumb. Close the eyes and take big, deep breaths. Slow and steady in and out through the nose. We do our very best to make today a great day. To put aside negative energy and focus on all that's good and right in our life. Gently open the eyes, take a big breath in, reach to the sky, and exhale, pull the hands to heart center. I thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care of yourselves, stay well, stay safe, and until next time, namaste.